Welcome to Davi Toons Club. Tonight, the phone is ringing in Woodsboro. We're turning Ghostface into a retro cartoon, part classic animation, part spooky charm. Grab your pencils and don your bravest sketchbook. Things might get creepily cute. Start with a tall, stylized oval for the mask. Elongate the lower third slightly to emphasize that classic, haunting scream expression. Place the eye and mouth holes low on the mask and exaggerate their shapes. Large, rounded eyes and a long oval mouth read well at tiny sizes. Block out the hood as a soft, flowing mass with big curves that read like classic vintage cartoons. This silhouette sells the retro feel instantly. Keep the body compact and slightly bent for motion. Ghostface became famous in the 1996 film Scream, directed by Wes Craven. Unlike many horror icons, Ghostface is more of a mantle. Different characters have worn the mask across the series, which makes the costume itself a terrifying symbol. The arms are long and curved like rubber hoses. That's the origin of the term for this unique style, with simple mitten-style hands. If this Ghostface made you grin or gave you a tiny shiver, leave a like. It helps the channel a lot. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the next spooky style drawing. Share this video with a friend who loves creepy cute art or classic cartoons. Spread the spooky creativity. The knife is exaggerated and cartoonish. Let's leave realism to the movies. The mask design draws visual echoes from Edvard Munch's The Scream painting, and that elongated horror face translates beautifully into retro cartoon exaggeration. I want to know, who should be next for our spooky season? Tell me in the comments. Name the character and which style would you like most? Modern cartoon, retro cartoon, or chibi? Quick tip, pause the video if you need more time and take a screenshot of tricky frames for later reference. If you could turn any modern villain or icon into a retro cartoon, who would it be? Drop your idea below. The most creative suggestions might be featured in a future special. Simplify the costume folds. Use broad, clean curves for the robe and a few internal shadow lines to suggest depth without clutter. Here are some color tips for you to use when coloring. Use soft, readable tones. White for the mask, deep black for the robe, muted purple accents for inner folds and trim, white for the gloved hands, and steel gray for the knife. And an important observation. This tutorial was inked with black line art originally, but I later added selective strokes in dark purple to keep some areas readable when filled with black. Changing a few contour lines to purple helps preserve detail and contrast in the final color pass. And here he is, a retro Ghostface, equal parts classic scream and charming cartoon. Thanks for drawing along. Keep my pencils sharp, your lines confident, and your lights a little bit bright. And until the next video,